Hi guys, hope you're all okay. It's Chantel, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm reviewing a brand new fragrance by Mugler. It's called Alien Goddess. I've been so excited about the release of this fragrance and now I've got it and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Before we get into that, I'd absolutely love it if you would subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. It means so much to us. It also helps my channel grow and I really would appreciate it. Let's get into the fragrance. It's what we're all here for. And this fragrance just made me so excited because the face behind it's Willow Smith and I absolutely love her. I think she's such a good role model to young adults. And this fragrance is based on Generation Z. It's targeted towards the under 25s. It's all about being strong and powerful and inclusive. And I love the story behind it. I think it's such a good thing. The full campaign was about finding the best within yourself, being generous, being positive, being edgy. And I really love that. And I think Willow hits the nail on the head with that. I really do. So I was dead excited to try it. It arrived this morning and here it is. This is the stunning bottle. It's like the original Alien bottle, but this is gold and I love it so much. I really think this looks beautiful. The box is just the usual Mugler boxes. You've got the gold background and your white writing. It's quite plain and simple, which I really like. So as soon as the fragrance arrived, as you can imagine, I was so excited to get it out the box. I sprayed it on. I sprayed quite a bit of it actually, just so I could give you my first impressions of it. I'll go through the notes. The top is coconut water and bergamot. The mid is jasmine and heliotrope. And the base is bourbon vanilla and cashmere. So I love those notes. If you know me, you'll know I love coconut fragrances. I love vanilla fragrances. I really like jasmine. So this sounded right up my street. When I sprayed it on, to be honest, I was quite underwhelmed by it. I'm going to spray it again. It's a very, I'd say you get a lot of that coconut water. It's quite a watery fragrance. You get a hint of the jasmine, and I mean a hint. It's only there in the very background. It doesn't last long and it's barely detectable, to be honest. But predominantly this is a coconut fragrance, and I would say a very watery coconut. It's nothing new. I've tried many fragrances like this before. It reminds us slightly of the fragrance by Lancome that was released last year. It's called Soleil, Lancome Soleil. It's like a coconut fragrance. It reminds us a little bit of that, but I'd say this one's a little bit more watery. It smells really thin, if that makes sense, like a thin consistency, just like coconut water. And I get a hint of the vanilla, and to be honest, I didn't get any of the cashmere. To me, it just smells like a really watery coconut fragrance. As I say, nothing new at all. So I feel quite let down by it, to be honest. It's not what I expected. I love Mugler fragrances. If you've watched my videos before, you know that I absolutely love Mugler, and they're probably one of my favourite designer houses. So it really saddens me to see the way Mugler are going now that they've been taken over. It's just not the same brand at all. I'm finding the releases to be very generic, just not what it used to be. For me, when I think of Mugler, I think of strong, loud, powerful, unique fragrances. And this fragrance isn't any of those things, which is quite saddening. But to be honest, I don't want to say too many bad things about it. I think the fragrance is quite likeable. I do think it's quite likeable. Another thing that I do get that I've got to mention, when I first spray this fragrance, it gives me like a baby wipe vibe with coconut milk. It's a really strange sort of smell and a one that I'm not keen on. But I don't know if that's just like how it reacts with my skin. I'd love to know if any of you have tried it and you get that vibe from it. It's just not the Mugler, I know. And if this is an introduction for the younger generation into Mugler fragrances, I honestly don't think it's a good one. I would definitely just recommend like the brand's pillar fragrances, like your original Alien, your original Angel. The new Angel Eye Star, I quite like that one as well. I think that's quite a good fragrance. It's quite likeable, but it's got something about it, so I do like that one. I also love Aura. I think Aura is amazing. So those are the fragrances I would go for if I was choosing from Mugler. I would never ever pick this one up. I wouldn't buy it again, definitely not. But as I say, this is a first impression. I need to give it a little bit more of a wear to get the full vibe of it, to really give it a good testing. But from this first impression, I am really disappointed, and it's heartbreaking that Mugler have went this way, in my opinion. Willow Smith as well, behind the campaign, everything was just perfect. She looked perfect. She hits the nail on the head of like the brief and everything. And then to try this fragrance, it just doesn't all go together for some reason. There's nothing strong, powerful or edgy about this one, guys, and that's my honest opinion. I would definitely say get a tester, test it out, see what you think of it. But if you have a lot of coconut fragrances, this isn't going to be anything different from what you've already got. It's not going to wow you. If you really love coconut, on the other hand, definitely get a sample of it. It's just, I feel really let down by this, and with Mugler in general. I think some of the recent releases have been like such a letdown. But that's just my opinion, and you need to test things yourself and see what you think of them. I'm not in the target age for this group, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe younger people would love it, but for me it's like a no. I don't really like it at all. Another thing is, I sprayed it on this morning and then I'd say about 3 hours later it was totally gone. I've had to keep reapplying it throughout the day. So for me, this is a no. I don't like it. I don't think it's doing justice for Mugler as a brand, and I don't think the fragrance goes with the full idea behind it. I really don't. So let me know in the comments, guys, what do you think of this fragrance? If you've tried it, are you wanting to try it? Definitely, as I say, get a sample it. Everyone's tastes are totally different, so you may love it, but it's just not one for me. I think the bottle is beautiful. It's really gorgeous, but yeah, the fragrance just isn't one that I would jump to buy again. I'm so sorry that this was a negative video. I hate doing negative videos. I always try and see like the positives in a fragrance, but for me this one just is quite upsetting. It's not very good at all. I think it's far too highly priced as well. So no, not for me. Let us know, guys, what you think of it. Give us a big thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you all very soon on the next one. Bye.